Welcome back to the WHHI Daily News, joined by Hilton Head Mayor John McCann. A fair amount on your plate for a summertime. This is supposed to be the time when you guys get to go to the beach too, but you got some stuff going on, including something for folks who will want to come down and be on the beach. You guys are working through the process of allowing electric bikes on the island and on the pathways or whatever. You got one more reading of that? Where are you?
It used to be when I worked in New York, July and August, people went on vacation.
Yeah, Hamptons.
They didn't go this year.
No.
And it used to be in Town Hall, things quieted down July and August. And they didn't this year. I think they didn't because a lot of things we want to get off the calendar while these current councilmen are in office along the way.
Okay.
The electric bikes will have its second reading the next town council meeting.
Yeah.
You know, I voted for the electric bikes. The crime of the whole thing is that you go here, you rent a bike, you got to abide by the law.
Right.
You come down with an electric bike on the back of your car, it's a different situation because it's already calibrated the way it is.
Right.
So it's going to be a little bit of a mess, but we'll get over it.
Okay.
I mean, I've been to Pittsburgh recently to watch a ball game, and they had electric bikes and electric scooters, and it was electric everything, for God's sake.
Right.
But we'll get over it.
But they've got streets. You would like, the idea of this ordinance is to keep them on the paths with the bikes,
That's right. That's right.
And you obviously see it, and others see it. There could be some issues. We're gonna kind of watch it go and then adjust on the fly?
I think we'll pass the ordinance again the next reading, and I think we'll watch it through the rest of the season, watch it more in the off season when more people are inclined to use those bikes, and then come back next year and straighten it all out.
Yeah.
That's my opinion.
Speaking
of straightening it out, a week from today is the filing date for elections.
Yes.
The elections is Bill Hawkins, which is in Hilton Head Plantation, Tom Lennox in Sea Pines Plantation, and Tammy Becker in Palmetto Dunes.
Yeah, I think it's 2, 4, and 6, right?
Yeah.
Wards. Yeah.
Their terms are up this year. Tammy could run for a seat, or she could run for mayor along the way.
Okay.
I must tell you that 2 weeks from today is the filing date. The following Monday, I will be on your show.
Yeah.
And I will announce on your show that day whether I'm running or not.
Ooh.
So stay tuned for this show.
Stay tuned.
It is the show of the day. We will announce whether I am running for a second term or not.
On the 8th. All right. Again, August 1st, that's next Monday. You can start to file, and we'll see some names work out through there. This has become, I think it used to be kind of a club where like-minded people got together and got things easily done for the town or whatever. There has been, it has become more of a voice of folks who have opinions.
It has.
Over the time you've been on. I mean, you've been around the council for over 10 years now.
Yep. When I ran against 6 people.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's always opinionated people on there. Some are crazy, but there's opinionated people that are on there.
Yeah.
But I think there will be more so this time than ever before.
What do you think's the big issue?
The bridge, the corridor are the big issues. The parks come right behind that as a big issue. There are some people who would like the parks, but would like different things in the parks than we're going to have in the parks. I think the direction of the island is the issue. I mean, you know, where do we really go? What are we really doing? And who are we really?
Are we getting to that inflection point? I've asked a couple of folks from the chamber, and they say they're not quite ready to go there. But are we getting to the inflection point where we got to say no to further development, or we got to at least address the issue and say, are we going to have further development, or are we going to try to, as much as we can, keep it to what we've got now?
Well, we're building 2 housing complexes.
Right.
One is where the old Christian Academy used to be.
Right.
And one is next to the post office. And we'll see when they're built what kind of population they take out of the island for work and what they do. Where we go after that's a different story. The short-term rentals are a different story.
Right.
You know, the other day I went to a ribbon cutting for a short-term rental company, and my daughter says to me, "Why did you go there? You're not big on short-term rentals." I said, "Because it was the right thing to do. You go when new businesses are open up." There has to be a point where we stop. There has to be a point where we stop more tourists coming. There has to be a point where we stop building in general. There has to be a point where we stop. Everybody's going to be unhappy with that decision, whether they're realtors or whether they already are.
But it's going to be the issue maybe of the next 4 years?
It should be. That's the fact of life.
Okay.
you look at that, and then you look at where are we on the homeless people? Where are we on the people that are hungry? Where are we on drugs? Where
Quality
are
of
we on
life, yeah.
Yeah, and we don't discuss that along the way. I think it's a big, big issue.
All right. We're going to talk about this guy and his future 2 weeks from now, which I'm excited.
I'll be there.
All right. I certainly hope so. Thanks so much, Mayor.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, Mayor John
Thank you.
McCann. We're going to be back with more of the WHHI Daily News right after this.